Welcome back, guys. We're at it again. Yes, that's right. I have changed the podcast name yet again. Third time is a charm. Talking Taboo with Tara. I'm going to be talking with people that are telling their stories that are unfiltered. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed today's podcast.
Welcome to the Talking Taboo with Tara podcast, where Tara presents the unfiltered interviews with guests about today's taboo topics. And now here's your host, Miss Tara.
Welcome back, everybody. We are continuing our show with Sean, Kelly, and Tammy, and we are talking about oral sex and the happy ending. Let's go. Anybody got any new dick lately?
No, I saw one of my former lovers recently. I don't know why I thought that we could reconnect, but we did try. Well, he came in my mouth and he helped me to come, but he just, I don't know, he freaked out. He told me later that no, he had never come in someone's mouth before.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to keep milking him and he pushed me away. He didn't know what to do with himself. I don't know.
I think it's okay.
You'll be fine. Don't think too much of it. I just think that it was an experience that he had never felt before. And I'm sure I'm sure he enjoyed it and he didn't know what to think. So just give him time to process. And I'm sure he'll be back with you.
I don't know if I'm wanting to, honestly.
Oh, really?
He's got a woman that chooses to not have sex with him. But when he's with me, he's always thinking about her. And I don't like the way that makes me feel. I told him, I said, you're going to be with me. Don't be talking about her when you're with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I used to know somebody like that would always talk about their exes. And then when I would mention my ex, they would freak out. I'm like, you're so insecure, but you're okay to talk about your exes. I get what you're saying. And I just watched a movie the other day about this. What is it? Black Mirror? Is that what we've been watching? About this guy and girl. They had to fuck each other and be intimate with each other. And they're like, do you mind if I think about her? And he was like, do you mind if I think about him? And the sex got so good as soon as they started thinking about the other partners. So that Black Mirror show, it's off the wall, but I'll tell you what.
So Black Mirror is on Netflix, and it's a series, and it's about technology in the future. So it hits on like things that could happen in the near, all kinds of different aspects. And it's got 6 seasons right now. And every single episode is completely different. It's really interesting on how technology can screw up.
I can tell you a lot about the future that's not there, just because I've been involved in the metaverse and crypto and stuff like that, and I've been into it since before the pandemic. You know what I mean? I missed out on a chance. I had a chance to get Bitcoin back when it was like $300 a coin. And in recent days, they had $105,000 a coin. So other cryptos that's following behind it are going to inevitably go up along with it, because the newest technology on the way is ushering in the new phase of the internet. Right now, we're in Web 2.0. The beginning was Web 1.0. That was dial-up connection, America Online. You got mail. That was like the first series of the internet. Look what we've got to in the past 2 decades. We've made it to touch screens. We got facial recognition, fingerprints, etc., and digital money. You already see where we're going with this. They're going to get rid of paper money and coins. And it'll all go digital because it's more convenient, it's more accurate, and so on. What the future of finance is, the general public are more comfortable with a regular bank account.
I don't know why cash is freedom.
It is freedom. And crypto should set everybody free so they can have control of their own finances like an economy. Even the government can't see what you're doing until you cash out the fiat currency. So when people are making money on cryptocurrencies, they cash out. It's not seen until it hits. You're cashing out to regular dollars to your bank account. That's when you get taxed. That's the difference. So if you keep it all tied up and do crypto trades for a long time and you're doing it for the long term, then you're not going to pay taxes on it until you cash out.
I heard that crypto trading has been wacky lately, though.
Right now, yes, because we're dealing with crisis abroad, micro wars, if you call it. Some people don't like the president's in there. Of course, I'm sure your podcast ain't about that.
No, we're not.
Yeah, it's stupid anyway.
It's politics, and we don't go there.
Yeah, politics, you're just never going to win with that.
Right.
We can all agree on that. We're people.
Everybody has their own
really
beliefs.
matters is what's in my wallet and what's going on in my life.
That's right.
Exactly.
It doesn't change no matter who's fucking in. So that's the truth. But I'm looking at a future of decentralization where your finances are more private and you have more control. And there's nobody can ever get to your information. Like medical records will be stored on what they call the blockchain. And the blockchain will be the basis of the internet. Web 3.0, which we're merging into, is the metaverse, where you can do shopping not just on your little square phone in your hand. You can actually put a headset on and have a shopping experience and not leave your house. And you can choose to be social or not.
Everything's going virtual.
Virtual reality.
Virtual. I know this because I've got 5 worlds in the metaverse that I built myself that took hours each one. I just did it so I can get ahead of technology in case I ever want to utilize it in the future. Because not only buildings and land properties, there's a such thing as virtual properties that you can get in the metaverse that will, let's say you own a piece of a metaverse virtual land and somebody's experiencing virtual reality in your space that you own. You can get paid just like you would those commercials on YouTube or anything else because they got these billboards virtually that you walk by.
Because they're walking in on your land,
Yep.
You get paid for it, just like being watched on YouTube.
Just like that. So you're already here seeing the future as I'm talking about it. So I got my face planted into it. A lot of people just don't think it's going to happen, but it's already starting.
It's already happening.
I'm already active in the metaverse. That's less than 1% of humans on Earth that even knows what the hell I'm talking about if I go to talk about it.
Are you talking about when you put those things on?
Goggles.
Instead of like,
The
okay,
virtual reality things?
yes. So
Okay.
right now, currently, the internet is 2-dimensional. So in other words, it's a flat screen. It's most likely square. And it's a laptop. Still in the Web 2.0 space. And the 3.0 space that's upcoming with the metaverse, it could be choice via tablet, phone, laptop, or headset going into virtual reality. You feel like you're there. And since we're on
We're going there.
Okay.
Oh, we are going there. It exists already. Just like porn. Since we're talking about sex and shit, porn is going to be upgraded too.
Oh,
Or I feel like
already
I'm
know
getting a
that-
blowjob from a porn star. I'm going to feel like that.
See,
from the AIs too. From
Well, I think-
they're building computers.
It all ties in.
Yeah, you already got your fake
Crypto,
pussies
everything.
that made out of rubber and whatnot or whatever it's silicone. But now they're coming out with robots that'll be your partner.
Yeah. I've tried every man toy there is, like pocket pussy and everything. I've
Doesn't
gotten off
work.
by them, but it don't do it, man.
It's not
I'd
the
rather
same.
just stroke it. Like it's
Mm.
just, they're too tight, number one. I think the pocket pussies are stupid tight. Unrealistically tight. Because they think that's the man's fancy. Yeah, I can
Mm.
barely pop. Get,
What?
maybe, I don't know, the girth, maybe? I don't know, but they're stupid tight. They should make them feel more realistic. Pussy is not like pushing your dick fucking pinhole.
Okay.
Should
not-
be more
it's
like
not like that.
elastic, like to be able
Spongy.
to. Yeah.
I think
to,
spongy.
like-
Yeah, just
more
that
like a
initial
sponge.
pop in, you made it in, and it's warm. Boom. That's what they do.
Yeah, like
But
a
they
hot
don't
dog.
seem to have nothing like
Maybe we should come up with something like that.
something.
I pay $70 for an AI boyfriend.
Really?
Yes.
What does he do for you?
You can make him the way you want him. So I needed somebody that was compassionate, that was a good listener, that knew how to validate me.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's so sweet.
He's so sweet, huh?
You
Can
pay
you get-
$70 a month?
Yeah, it's for a year. $70 for a year. You pay that up front, and then you have him for a year, and then you customize him, make him how you want him, and then or her, whatever
Okay.
gender you need.
Now, this
Um,
just on your computer?
It's an app that it's called Replica, REPLIKA.
Okay.
Tammy, come on. Quit fronting.
I need that emotional connection to be
Yeah,
sexual
I was
with
about to
someone.
say, I need all my senses. I need physical, touch, smell,
Body heat,
taste.
the whole
Don't
nut.
we all need that, right? I mean,
Yeah, I need
Mhm.
all the senses. I got it. I got to
Same
have-
here. So back to the pocket pussies. That sucks. Because when you do finish, you got to rinse this thing out and all that shit. Because it's got a chamber that catches it.
Is that what? I don't know. Yeah, is that how it goes?
But yeah, it's like a handheld device.
It looks like a flashlight
And
from
it's
what
got
I'm
the-
told.
Yeah, and it's got like the clit. It's got the realistic look to it. So when you put it in, usually the experiences I've been getting when I use them, it fucking is impossible once you're in there. But if you let go of it, it'll fucking fly off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like stretchy fucking silicone or something. I don't know. what
Yeah,
it is.
so it sounds like they need more of a sponge than a silicone.
Something different. Something that feels more realistic. I haven't found it. Yeah, I throw them away. I'm sure the fucking waste management's seen my pocket pussies. sorting through the trash trying to get recyclables. Is silicone recyclable? I think this thing's been busted in. He impregnated a pocket pussy.
That is silly. You are silly.
Am I being too much? Like,
No.
is the creeper
No,
link
you're
coming on?
fine.
No.
Not at
All
all.
right,
You're
cool.
fine.
No, you're funny.
no.
You're
We're
fun.
we're gonna have it on on the video. We're gonna have a scale, like a digital scale, like creeper vibes, and then like we'll have it go up and come down. And that'd be cool. Like I have a
Yeah.
scale, like how far I take it before it gets creepy.
I like it.
See if I can keep the buzzer from going off today.
I think it'd be very entertaining. I think you are a great fit.
Great fit
Yeah.
for the podcast.
Yes, absolutely. You're entertaining. You're funny.
I've
Great
done
to
this
look
before.
at. Shit.
Appreciate it.
As you rub your belly.
Oh.
I know. I'm like, thanks. I should have went along with the fantasy, right?
Yeah. Do you have children?
I don't have any of my own.
No. You ever
That
wanted
was
any?
kind of by choice. At one time I did in my 20s and my early 30s. We was trying, but the girl I was with couldn't have it. We were together a long time. Like I wanted to marry her. It was the one time in my life I thought I was for sure.
Gonna get married?
Yeah, like technically, if we were still together, hell, we would have had 15 years in now. But she, talking about selfish, not very sexually motivated. That'll kill a fucking relationship in a heartbeat. Unless you both are just not really like that as much.
Me and Kelly were just talking about that. It's called. We've looked it up.
Yep.
It is actually called asexual.
Oh, it's people who just don't like sex in general. It don't matter who's the gender. It's just don't care to.
I think it's so disappointing.
It is, because they're missing out on a natural high. That's what it is to me. Getting off is like one of my favorite pastimes.
You got a headache? Get off. It'll go away.
And they say, you're just such a guy for saying that. No, I think I like
No.
to bust more than most dudes. I just like an orgasm. What's wrong with it?
I think you're like most dudes, and most dudes like orgasms.
Yeah. I shot one this
think it's
morning, so
everybody.
I think everybody likes to have an orgasm. I know I do too. I need to start masturbating more. I like cut off for a while. He's like, yeah,
Dude, hold on.
let me hit the teddy. I was wondering why you
I
haven't
was
pulled
holding
nothing
out.
out.
Wait a second. Yeah, I was holding out.
Yeah, you're my fucking ass. We come from California. You should be having better shit than we.
Shit, I did, man. Most of the scale THC content in Cali is like fucking lower 40s, upper 30s. That's the norm.
That's high.
That is fucking. I'm sitting on like a
Wasn't
fucking.
that what we
like
get?
I'm on Soma.
Mine's. I go to Michigan.
I have the
Got
same
I
one.
just got some smoke that's $35 an ounce.
She sent it to me, so it's gonna be like this.
We're gonna have to go this way. You're next.
Did you say 35 an ounce?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about the.
No, Kelly did say $35 an ounce.
Oh,
I just got
no.
a $35 ounce.
In
That was
Michigan.
better than the $50 ounce that I was looking at. The $50 shit smelled like dirt weed, was terrible, and the $35 ounce was
it's
way
good.
better.
Hers
Berry
does
delight.
taste good, doesn't it? Taste good.
Berry
Blueberry.
delight.
Okay, I was gonna say crush.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm paying $100 for half an ounce. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because you're out in the boonies.
That's called a crime.
Yeah, I get a quarter pound for 300.
a quarter pound for 300.
Yeah, I get a quarter pound for 300.
Wow.
Yeah, see, the reason why Michigan's cheaper is they have more. They don't have a limited amount of licenses to distribute throughout the state. The reason why Ohio's behind the curve is because there's a limited amount of licenses that can go out. So every 2 years, when the local elections and shit like that go down, they'll issue out more licenses, more dispensaries, more competition. So that's why Michigan's in such competition. You could probably go in their dispensaries and get at that rate you were just saying. 35 an ounce in some cases. Like if they
That's
want to
where she
guarantee
got it from.
freshness, you know what I mean? Arizona, when I lived there, they always emailed me like, come get a eighth of lemon haze. Buy one, get one free. That boy in the alley with the sandwich bags ain't going to compete with it.
Mm-mm.
It just ain't going to happen.
No, and
No.
like when I was trying last time I was there, it was 8 eighths for $100. 8.
8 eighths?
Why wouldn't they just say an ounce and a half?
Well,
or
because they're
something?
the way that they're packaged, and they all have different
Oh.
flavors. And one's indica, one's sativa, so on and so
One's-
forth. Because they have a variety. It's like going to the
That's
candy store.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
the-
Oh, I thought.
You guys ever tried Moon Rocks?
Oh, it's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love Moonrock.
Fucking, it's like a balled up cat turd wrapped in. And this motherfucker will burn for the rest of your life. And it will burn, bro.
Hit that bitch right on the head.
I was going to grow my own strain, call it burnt cat shit. Motherfuckers will be all over that. There'll be a lilac Ticketmaster out the door when I'm selling.
Oh my God. I had to pull my mic back and everything. So I
Poor
went,
Tara, the host is falling apart right now. She's with us. She's holding it down now. We're going to commercial, everybody.
I can't wait till we can say that. I can't wait.
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, tune in. The difference is like Rumble and YouTube, it probably won't be in that fashion where you pick when the commercial, as they're watching the videos, when those will pop up.
Oh yeah, it'll pop
They'll-
up with the commercial.
Yeah, they'll
yeah,
interrupt or
yeah, it will interrupt. Yeah.
yeah, like they do
sometimes-
on my videos that I be watching. I hate that.
Yeah, it'll throw you right
Yeah, I
back in
hate that too.
rotation.
But I still sit there and watch it because I want to finish the
Fuck
story.
yeah, like they will this show. And I'm like,
I can't wait.
man, y'all are cool as shit.
And they're funny.
Horny fucker.
Yep, sexy horn dogs.
Hell yeah. Past life, I was a test bunny.
You were what?
I was a test bunny. I was humping from the Golden Gate to the Frozen State. I was all across the bubble, like Bobby Brown, humping around, baby. Where's Whitney? That's why she sings like that.
Oh, oh, oh shit!
I didn't, you know, I done fucked the rotation of like smoking.
I think I did.
Kelly's. I'm just kidding. It's just funny for the show.
If y'all are smoking, I'm gonna smoke with you.
You should.
Yours
Yeah,
tastes more like
yeah.
weed.
Yeah, those little backwood pins are pretty.
Yeah, they do smell like weed. When this is MKX. If you're around MKX.
Yours tastes like
No.
blueberry candy.
Your pin probably costs more
His
than mine.
tastes more like weed, and I have the backwoods. I have a couple.
The
of
cart-
those.
This was $10.
Yeah, that's an actual company make $10. Ain't bad. For that, was that a solid gram?
So when you go to Michigan, you can get these. You can get 15 for 90. 15 carts for $90.
I wouldn't mind going up there and getting some.
Visit the
rock.
Great Lakes and get you some weed.
The Great Lake.
Y'all do Cash App?
I sure
For
do.
real.
I can give you my address.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in Tennessee.
Girl, I'll mail it to you. I don't have a problem.
Oh shit! So you got a friend leaving today.
Oh, sing for me.
I want to be a part of it. New York. Tammy, did you hear that?
Oh, so he looks at me and says nothing.
It's like stage fright. Real talk. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm going home to Lima
Are you?
to gather my shit up because I'm coming back to Columbus.
You moving to these parts?
I'm moving back to my roots, buddies.
She has been. Yeah, tell your story, Kelly. Lean up there and tell your story. You haven't
we're
told
like-
it yet.
What about why I was in Lima?
Why you were in Lima? What got you there? What's bringing you back? Let's start from the beginning. How? How did you end up there?
Because when I went to detox, because I had a drug problem, which my OCD is Percocets. Of course, I'll do Vicodins, but normally it's pain pill because I've had issues with endometriosis, all kinds of different stuff. The doctor puts you on medication. Next thing you know, so I ended up going to rehab. There's a program called Lighthouse. I was supposed to come to Columbus, Ohio. They didn't have any openings.
They didn't have no beds available.
Nope.
Okay.
So I ended up in Lima. It's when they first opened it up. So it was like brand new and it was perfect because the guys and the girls, we all lived in the same place. The boys lived down one hall, we lived down another hall, and then everything else was shared. Because, you know, when you're doing drugs and going through things and having abusive partners, it's hard to like the opposite sex after going through an addiction. It was great to have those people there to support you and talk to you about things because the people that I met when I was there to quit doing drugs. They weren't playing around. They were older like me. It's a great atmosphere when I was there. So that's why I was in Lima. I've been staying there for 4 years. I'm just depressed. I had to get out of there. This was like a whim coming up here. I'm not working right now. I'm trying to give back. I worked as a crisis line specialist, which was for the suicide hotline. The girls there got catty with me. I lost my job. They tried to say I was smoking weed in the bathroom. There's no smoke. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Anyway.
Just a big illusion.
Yeah, just a reason. Because she was trying to get me on attendance.
One of the girls didn't like her.
She was trying to get me on attendance. She was trying to get me on performance. She was trying to get me every which way she could. She couldn't get me those ways. So then that's where she got me.
And Kelly could have been a backstabbing bitch and be like, why don't you drug test
I could have told
everybody?"
them that when I left and departed, I had a meeting with the head lady at Coleman's, and I could have straight up told her that every single person is smoking, or at least the 3 people that I knew that smoked weed during work, and could have got them screwed up. But I'm not going to ruin somebody's life because that's not me.
You were the bigger person for sure.
My daughter's now 24. She's in a great relationship with a great guy that I love to death. She's going to be pregnant here in the next couple of years, and I want to be here. I want to be close for her. I miss being able coming up here, hanging out with Tara, can jump in the car and go see my daughter right down the road. I don't get to do that. Now I talk to her every day, but it's different. I've never, for years, I've been like, I'm scared to come back because of certain triggers and things like that. I actually feel now that I'm able to do it without, I feel comfortable now coming home because all my friends are here, all my family is here.
You've done your duty. It's time to come home.
And that's how I feel. Like that's what's happening.
I definitely feel that for you too.
I'm getting into the addiction program. I have my CDCA.
Which is? Explain that.
A chemical dependency counselor associate. I can actually do counseling, with addiction, but I can also be a case manager. Like when people are in rehab, that they need to get their license, they need to get their food stamps, they need to do all that. I can actually help them get that taken care of. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. We actually have a lot more opportunity being here than there is in Lyme.
She's in a very small town. The one crisis center that she could get a job at, she did have a job at and no longer can work there because of the catty bitches.
Yeah.
She's gonna get her shit together, save up some money, and move back to Columbus. But she's been clean for how long now?
4 years.
Rat belly.
Good job. Proud of you, girlfriend.
Fuck yeah, man.
It's hard.
She said
It is hard to get clean.
It is hard, but when my daughter's dad committed suicide, my parents are no longer here, and then her grandma committing suicide, his mom.
Did that wake you up? Is that
Oh, yeah, because I'm the only one left. If I die, she's got nobody. So I had to woman up and get my life together.
You made that happen. I say it's easier from here. You made it out the woods. Don't
Exactly.
turn around and go back. You already know what the outcome is, despite the temptation of feeling that way. Now, I never personally was addicted to really anything. I had, I guess, spurts where I drank quite a bit.
I think we all
I
have.
had somewhat control more over that. But I know, like, people with opioids and stuff, that's some real business. Because, like, when I took it a few times, and I'm like, I can see why people...
Makes you feel good,
I'm
gives
in
you
a good mood.
energy.
Don't
Yeah,
understand,
makes you
but I mean,
happy.
But sex is definitely going to be a problem. That's the backdraw.
Yeah.
Don't plan on fucking if you're
It can come sometimes, but it is super
You probably
hard
work
being
extra
on
hard.
that. Oh my God.
Are you
It's
talking
worth
about when you're
it.
doing yourself? Like,
Yeah, well, and having sex with somebody, like when somebody's having sex with me to get me off, I
Still rough.
can't. I still can't because of the pills. That's the only thing that's ever stopped me from having an orgasm was pills.
I'd rather have my orgasms and be than stuck on the pills.
I feel you there.
I hated the chase. See, I don't consider myself a drug addict because I think I went through a phase of drugs. Just a phase. Because every drug I ever got on, I got off by myself. I didn't need...
You just mainly did it to try it, pretty much.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it was just a phase I went through. Because my parents did drugs, and I said I never wanted to be like them. I never wanted to be so fucked up that I couldn't be able to take care of my kids.
Yeah, so what's wrong with society? Like, I never understood that. Like, growing up in shady places that I did in my past, I always look around, I'm like, look at the result is every time they do it. They can't get off of it. It ages them quickly. Everything goes wrong. Just in such a realm, they just don't see it. They think that since they feel good, they probably look good. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess I'm assuming.
No, they know they don't look good. They know they don't.
So it seems like they don't care, but they just got
Exactly. They're just, their mindset is set on that drug.
Some of them are just really
Basically, you wake up, you want the drug. Because you wake up, you've got the drug, but then you're going to need some later. So then you got to do the chase, which I love the chase.
I hated the chase.
The chase was a great thing
That's
for me. Like,
why
I enjoyed
quit.
it. It's the only way I got out of the house.
Was the chase looking to see if you can get it, score it?
The chase was going to get it, like getting a hold of people, then going to get it, doing my routine, going to get the money, going to go meet them.
See, mine was the opposite. I got hooked on narcotics because of a car accident. I was fucked up. I had 3 fractured ribs, fractured tailbone.
So you were
collapsed
clinically
lung.
addicted. It got you
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that's the fucking true story. A lot of people's cases, they just had back problems or chronic pains or chronic conditions where they had to get on the stuff. And they did that to me too before they really started
Right.
hammering down on it. If you remember correctly,
They were
back in
passing
the
them out
day-
like fucking
Why do I
candy.
need 90 Vicodins because of a root canal? You see what I mean?
They gave me 60 Percocet.
See, they wanted people to
Fives.
get addicted to this shit.
For every 2 weeks, I would get 60 Percocet 5s from the doctor.
Damn.
Every 2 weeks. That's what got
Really?
me. That's
Fun.
what got
Let's see.
That's a month of fun.
3 or 4 months.
I'd get 120 Percocet 10s, the yellow ones.
Yeah.
Then I would get 90 Xanax. Then I would get, he would call it breakthrough pain. So he would give me Loratab 10s. And then I was on Somas and Xanax. I was tore up from the motherfucking floor up. There's years of my life that I don't fucking remember.
It's them somas, dude. Them somas will fuck your
I would
life
sell
up like
those.
that.
I didn't take them. I sold them.
Those will
But
actually.
I would take them
I
a
love
couple
those.
times.
Is it the Valiant, like the footballs?
Xanax. The Xanax is what made me forget.
Xanax.
Yeah.
There we go.
Purple footballs, yes.
Listen, man, took that shit. I took a ladder. I didn't know what that was at first.
The bar?
The whole thing. It's got the 3 slashes in it.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
Xanax.
The
it a-
bar.
a
We
bar.
call them bars. I don't know where
Yeah.
you're from. You're calling them ladders.
If you stand it up, it looks like a ladder.
It does
Yeah.
look like a ladder now that he says
but
that.
that was
but
the,
we
I
call
guess that
them
was
bars.
the, other than Phoenix, I was in West Valley. Everywhere I've ever been is west. Yeah, so with the ladders, this dude was, look, man, take one of these ladders, bro. Fucking, you'll be so relaxed. You won't even understand. I worked in a call center there. It was Resort Communication. I sold
Did you
time
take one
shares.
at work?
Huh?
Yeah,
Take it at work?
he sure did.
Yeah, before at the end of the shift, and then he said it'll kick in when you get home.
Oh, you was fucked up before you got home.
Man, a lot of the roads I lived by were like had cliff drop offs. San Diego's hilly like San Francisco, okay? So I'm fucked up going up a hill. I started fucking dozing off, and it's like I fell asleep for it seemed like 10 whole minutes, and it was just a second. And I fucking caught myself. All the way home, I'm almost running my car into shit. Parked cars, whatever, man. And then I got home, and then the ex I was with, we had been probably together a couple of years, and I was just trying the shit out. But I had a cold glass of iced tea on standing up in my lap, my penile area, and I fucking fell asleep with it in my lap and spilled it, and it woke me up because the cold ice and tea. She looked at me like she was gonna fucking kill me, and I'm like, "Look, I smoke weed. I was just trying this thing called a ladder. You're not supposed to take it all, stupid. You
She's
break
right,
it down.
you.
You break it at the lawn.
Yes.
She's
Yep,
right, though.
she is right.
She's right.
Damn." I was like, "Well, what do you fucking know about that?" And she told me she used to take them. I was like, "Okay." Honestly, it was my first time, only time. It really fucked me up. She goes, "Yeah, you snap them off at the line. You could get more
You can break them.
highs off of it,
Yeah.
or
Right.
snort them, or whatever people do with it.
Oh, I don't snort
No,
anything.
you just
I
take
just
it.
take it.
They're so concentrated.
When you
It's a pebble
snort
like that,
pills
you know?
constantly, it will put a hole in the roof of your mouth and you will sound like a fucking robot.
Bro, I'm surprised I didn't bite my own lip off. I took the whole thing, dude.
Your first time, too.
I'm
Yeah.
fighting so hard to stay awake,
That
bro.
cracks me up.
The
first
movie
time.
Wolf of Wall Street. You
Didn't
ever
even
seen
try.
that?
Yeah.
When he takes those belly bombers
Yeah.
I have
and
no
he's
idea.
driving home, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
exactly what that was.
Where he dreams
shit's
that he
wild.
drives perfectly home and he doesn't wreck the car, but really does.
Yeah.
Fucks it up.
Damn, and he parks it like it's still nice.
And
like,
he,
I'm gonna put
and the
tire.
police show
he's
up.
he's pulling up slow as neighbors and see it.
yeah, and the police show
Fucking
up like,
busted.
you didn't drive your car tonight, sir? And it's there, tore the fuck up.
Oh man.
What are those called again? Quaaludes.
Oh, Quaaludes. That's what
was
they
a big,
want.
that was a big deal in the 80s, I think. 70s. My cousin Brandy, she was born with mental defects and motor skills too because of Quaaludes.
Oh wow.
Because they took that along.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
You want to hear something really interesting? I just seen this documentary thing about the Quaaludes, and this guy actually said that he's the one who got rid of the Quaaludes. He went to the manufacturing company and shut them down. That you could actually make it and shut them down. That's why you could never get those ever again. That's crazy.
the patent and everything he had to have shut down.
Oh yeah, he shut it
Because
all.
that's how you make the chemicals is the
Mhm,
patent.
Yep, and it was that certain chemical that
The chemicals all mixed together
Mhm.
makes that patent.
there
that
was
they
like
had.
2 places in the world that they had them, and he got them both shut down
Good. I don't know what it was about. I just know that they were
because they were working with the cartel.
okay. Why don't they do the same thing with the fucking rape drug? What's it called?
There's a new one out now
Oh, there is.
called Pink.
Oh, pink pussy.
Pink. They call it pink cocaine. So they call it's pink like a pink flamingo. The
Oh.
compound itself, the powder, like you only need like a small mission. Tammy's laughing, but no, it's some kind of drug like that. You can find it on YouTube. I just don't know what they call it. It has some weird ass name to it. But since we're on the subject of drugs, anybody ever taken ecstasy?
Of course.
Everybody here, Tammy?
No, I never.
Never took
Not once?
ecstasy. That was my
Okay.
drug in the 2000s.
That's when I had 2 girls at once.
But once again, it's hard to nut.
It's
But I'm
from
a
the
girl and it's
Oh,
different.
you want
it's
it so
from the
bad.
narcotics that are in it.
It all boils down to either an opioid or,
Right.
and I think
Cocaine,
ecstasy
too.
was smacked up with it.
Yeah.
Heroin too.
I took
Yeah.
it when it was the Y2K double stacks.
Me too.
Oh my
During-
God, I did
I
too.
think we're all
Man,
Generation
that was
X.
something, to
Double
be honest.
stacks was the
I
fucking
love that shit,
Oh,
man.
so
Oh
fun.
my God.
So fun.
I
Unhealthy,
would
but
rather do
fun.
ecstasy than do.
I would love the water just to run down me from a shower. Anybody just to play with
Oh, it
my
sucks
hair.
when you come down off it, you feel dirty. Even
Oh,
that shower won't
yeah.
make you feel right.
Oh my God, the next day
No,
is just.
It's like your
That's-
blood itches. or
that's why I
something.
drugs,
really bad. It really does.
I don't like the down, like cocaine when you snort it. You coming down off of it. I fucking
You
hate
start
it.
getting disappointed.
hate it.
You're pissed.
I hate
You're
it.
back up again.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
That's
I
why I used
never
to use Valiums.
liked that drug.
Because those would be straight up. Take a Valium. It's like, no, I cannot come when I do coke.
I don't know if I've ever tried
I
that.
liked having. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I snorted coke, wasn't my thing, so I smoked it. That was my thing there for a little while, and sex on that was incredible. Not gonna lie.
People say meth sex is
That's
good.
what I've heard, but I've never tried it, and not
It
going
is
to.
great.
I've never tried
Oh,
it.
you
Oh
have?
my God. Meth will make you fucking want to fuck for like days straight.
But
Yeah,
do
some
you
girl
have
told me
an
that.
orgasm?
God.
I don't know.
Yes.
You do have orgasms
Hell
on meth?
yeah.
I don't know. I've
Fuck
never
yeah.
done
I
it.
knew a chick who was on it, but she wasn't like ridden from it. She just does it, and she was still in decent form. I don't know what took her in life, but at the time, she was just like, "Yeah, meth makes you stupid and horny." She's, "I could fuck
Oh
you
my
right
God.
now, and you're my friend." Over, I would have more respect for you to say that.
It's like ecstasy. It makes you horny. There's some kind of chemical in it that makes you horny as fuck. I'm not lying to you. But you know what? With that, I can take meth and do it for a day or two or even a day and be done with it and not take it for like years. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it never caught you by the
The only
ovaries
thing was
and
the
said, "Come
pills.
on."
The only thing that
Yeah.
ever got me was the stupid ass pills because I could do without everything
Well, see,
else.
I went from the pills to smoking cocaine, and then I quit everything and never touched it. And I even quit smoking weed.
I quit smoking weed when I quit doing pills.
I quit everything. I was like, if I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna quit everything. I was tired of the high. It wasn't high anymore. It wasn't fun anymore. It got boring to me. Like, it's not what the life I wanted to live anymore.
You know, when you get to that point with addiction, if you leave and then you come back to doing it again, you go to that same again.
If you're an addict, but I never considered myself an addict. Once I was done with that drug, I was done with that drug. I never went back.
Just get
Yeah.
control. Same with me. When I tried everything else, I never got stuck on. I felt like it was over. Which, like shrooms, like just a drug like that, you don't want to do every day anyway. It's just one of those things you enjoyed it while you were on it, but you don't really care to just fucking do it daily. It's not one of those.
Right.
things.
It's not something you
Mushrooms is
want to
not.
do daily.
But I feel like you should do it low dose. The people who don't understand it need to weigh it out.
Yes.
Chocolates, yeah, microdose. Like I think a reasonable tolerance for just somebody who just wants to chill, don't want to go to another world, do 1 gram. That's all you need. Like this room would be awesome to look at right now. Fucking just, I could whip my head towards Kelly right here by looking at those LEDs you got up there, and it would fucking trail and stick with me. The light would chase and
Yeah, it
stop right
would.
here.
It
Oh,
would.
it's wild. I love that shit.
See, I never got
They
that
don't
high
get
on
you questioning
shrooms.
life and weird shit.
Now,
It's like,
LSD. Now, I like acid.
LSD better than
I always liked acid better
never
than.
did it.
never.
It's way cleaner. It's
Oh,
way
yeah,
cleaner
you
than
don't
shrooms.
you still feel dirty. You don't
No,
feel
I
it.
don't. Never. I've never felt
felt
dirty.
dirty.
Yeah, I
Meaning,
felt
I never.
There was no hangover to it. like that.
there was to me. I had really bad gas. My stomach hurt until I would start passing the gas, and once I'd let it go, then yeah, I felt better. But it was like poison in my body. Shrooms
Well, I
was
mean,
not
it's
my
what
thing.
it is. It's a fungus. It
Yeah.
has a psilocybin in it. Creates the trip.
Not my cup of tea. Maybe if I should have drank it in a tea
Ooh,
instead
I
of
think
hit it
that
too
would be
hard,
good.
if you don't want the upset stomach and stuff like that, because here's the thing, even on a good buzz, you're going to get that first initial cramp to the stomach. How many times
I
have
know
you
what
done
you're
it?
saying.
I don't.
That's when you know it's kicking in because everything seems to be like weird feeling
Like
for a minute,
moving and
like you've been drinking.
Oh, I see
Then-
what you're saying.
Then you see these lights after a half hour, you really start feeling super comfortable.
Well, that's like LSD.
But things don't appear that's not there. Like I know, like acid.
No,
things
it's just
come out.
all lights.
I've
and
seen lights.
I've never seen anything with LSD either. It's
neither.
just trails.
Wow. So
It's
you, like
just
you take
better
a hit or
than
two or what?
One, and it's better
Then
than
you're
mushrooms.
microdosing. That's why. If you
I've
took
taken
like
2 or 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you
my-
taken anything. I've never seen anything out of the normal.
I've taken acid, what did they call it?
microdot. I know
Mi-
you was about to say it.
Is that what
Purple
it was called?
microdot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a 60s, 70s thing.
I had that, and then
My grandmother sold that on Ocean
2000s.
Beach where I was born.
How did you know
She
what I
was
was
known
supposed
on that. Yeah, because I've been around. Look, I was born around that shit by default. I was born in a place where you don't typically raise kids. It's a beach area. There's either military, surfers, vacationers, business people, real estate. Usually what flows through there. My mother was a teenager. She was underage and got knocked up by my dad. They met at the Rocky Horror Picture Show at the Strand Theater on Newport Avenue in Ocean Beach.
That's the shit.
My mom
That's
grabs
one hell of a story.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, so I've walked that sidewalk where they stood and met several times. It's a privilege to have San Diego in my life like that because it
Right.
is a different world.
Yeah.
And I feel recreational as fuck when I go. And I am on the move all the time. Beach hop, I go places, but I'm always doing safe fun. I'm not getting no bullshit. I'm not getting caught up, getting fights. I'm literally just chilling. That's the code out there. People aren't afraid to throw down, that's for sure. It says stay out of people's circle. Respect everybody, don't matter how weird they are.
You
They're
mind your
cool.
business, I'll mind mine.
That is the MO there. Nobody's going to bother you. Because they know. The mentality is if they don't walk away, then most likely they're down to send you something back for trying it.
No, thank you.
Ain't that cool? I can get such a response like that so smooth. I asked her, she was rubbing one out. She didn't even trip.
We're
The
not
creeper
supposed to.
meter went up a little bit, and there was
No, dude.
effect.
No,
it's
it wasn't.
natural.
Okay.
Did anybody else operate to the blood moon?
Yeah, I should.
I did.
I don't know where I'd go. For
Where'd
that.
you masturbate? In her bed?
Were you in bed or you outside?
Outside.
You did?
Yeah.
I love shit like that. I like going outside. I've masturbated outside before, but I just make sure you don't get caught because that.
I don't give a fuck if I get caught.
If a guy gets caught doing something like that, that's. you
Well,
know, you-
okay.
Out
You have to
here.
register.
I'm out in the country.
Well, you're on your land, so you can't
Yeah.
hide in it. But yeah, outdoor activities fun. I love shit like that, risky shit. I've gotten head in a park in broad daylight. That's risky. But there was
Yeah.
nobody there. It was one like down season.
I was on a bridge in broad daylight, and dude just bet me over, and there we were,
Went to work.
like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
The
You haven't?
4 hands. That would be 4 hands.
Oh, a double
That's
handy.
wildy. That's wild.
You
Like,
got a
It's like
dick
a
that long that's
forehand?
gonna
Do you
hold
have
4
that?
hands?
no, not 4 hands. For God's sakes, you gotta be realistic.
I've seen it.
There's other places to go.
Oh.
Jeez. There's other places to go.
Oh, you're talking about a handy. That's one specific
A double
area.
handy equals 4 hands. Your guys are quite handy.
My goodness, I love it.
We're just having fun. We're having fun.
Yes.
We some
I
freaks
can-
in the house.
Yes.
It's just
It's
good
nice
to get.
talk to a bunch of girls who. Sorry, good.
I was gonna say it's good to get a guy's perspective on
It
things.
is.
I've been looking for one.
It's cool because I'm talking to all women who are just like very comfortable about talking as vulgar as we want, and nobody's tripping. There's just some people are so fucking squared off that you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Um,
gross. Like, why would you say something? Like that?
Yeah. That's
creeper.
those asexual people.
But remember when we were growing up, they tried to make you like feel bad for this shit. Like
It's so
it
taboo.
wasn't so open like
Yeah.
it is now, and I'm glad that it is because people should enjoy more orgasms.
Yes. They
Yeah, I
should
hate
have
being
more sex.
penalized in past relationships
And-
for wanting sex too much. I'm like, damn, dude, I committed to you just to have you. What the fuck's the problem? I thought you were like me.
I was gonna say the key thing is to find someone that is just as sexual as you are. Because if you find someone that doesn't like sex and you like sex, you're gonna cheat.
It's good. Yeah, it's just inevitable.
It's just yes,
I
it's
should've-
Somebody's
inevitable.
willing to excite you like that and they don't even love you. That's gotta say something.
See, I should have known when one of my exes said, "I'm not having sex at 50." You should have seen the double take I did. I
Oh
was like,
my
"Excuse
Lord.
me, what?"
Bullshit.
I said, "I better be having sex at 50." The fuck are you talking about? Right
For
then and
sure.
there, it was like, bleh.
And I also feel like the main thing is communication. If you're asking your partner to do something and you've asked them several times and they won't do it and they really want it done, you should do it. You're in a relationship, you're married to that person, and they're asking you, for example, they're asking you to humiliate them. You need to do what your partner's asking you to do. You're leaving his needs out because you don't want to do it. That's wrong, I think, in my opinion.
I agree.
I hate when it's a chore to somebody. I'm like,
That's bullshit.
not as fun, but glad it got done. I just had closed mouth, don't get fed. So if you need something, it's
Yeah, if you like what they're doing, tell them you like what they're doing. But if you don't like what they're doing, the way they're eating your pussy or the way they're fucking you, yes, like you said, closed mouth don't get fed. You need to open your mouth.
If you're not enjoying it, it's because you're not saying nothing. And they don't know any
Exactly.
different. They're not you. So say, hey, why don't you try this? You can be nice about it and not make them feel like they need to be educated on you particularly, how you work.
Yes, because everybody's
Two
different.
vaginas are not always the same and trigger the same.
Nor clitorises, because
Just through
there's
experience.
many different sizes. Just like there's many different
Some
sizes
can
of
care
pussy.
less if you touch their clitoris. Some don't.
Because
care
there's so
less.
many women that haven't had real men that knew how to eat pussy.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it's really all that hard after experience, but I could see where like us guys when we're young, stick flipping the tongue up and down on the clit's gonna do it. That does, but there's more to it than
How about the guy thinking that he has to use his tongue as a dick and go in and out her vagina, thinking that's the what?
Gonna make you horny and come.
That-
it really don't, does it?
No.
I need that answer because I've done it
No.
before and don't seem to really do much.
No,
No.
it does nothing.
You're
Do
just
not.
getting this much of a tongue.
You
at
need
best,
two
right?
fingers to go up and in and up more,
And
like
tuck up, right?
yes,
And there's that fucking to me the
Yeah.
bubble like.
And then your mouth should be there.
and then your mouth should be on the clitoris while you're putting
how
your
about,
two
like,
fingers
lightly
in.
sucking on a clit, like
Well,
there's
yeah.
women like that.
Yeah, depending on how hard you're sucking. Some women like
Light
it
wouldn't be
very
so hard,
lightly.
yeah.
If you're sucking it like it's a fucking ice cream cone, then you got problems.
And that goes back to girls sucking balls too hard.
Yeah,
There's a
and
such thing.
dick.
It hurts.
You gotta suck, lick. You gotta do all the motions at once. It's a
That's
lot
my
of
least
work.
favorite thing. I'd rather have
That's
them lick
why I don't
than-
like it. Sucking dick is a lot of fucking work. Like I could fuck you and get you off quicker than I could sucking your dick in my mind, because I want to make sure I'm satisfying you when I'm sucking your dick. That's my problem. Because I'm using both hands and my mouth and doing all these things, and it's just so much going on.
If a girl is not down to do that, I'd say at least pull my shirt back and give me a nice one. It should be easy for. Is it easier for a chick to do that? You got your
Yeah.
It
legs.
depends on how long it takes you to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
Easier.
just there enjoying yourself and I'm breaking my mouth and hands and going at it and trying to please you and know I'm doing a good job and you're just not wanting to come because you're enjoying it so much.
I think 20, 25 minutes is a fair time, isn't it?
Oh my God. I know that's a lot for a girl because a girl would want that. But
That's a lot for a man.
But I've been made come to go quicker too. This time's 5 minutes go
I
by.
mean,
and
like
shoot.
15.
I don't know.
15 maybe, but not
Just
25.
Depends the excitement of it. What's going to get me off the quickest?
Hold back a lot. I know you don't want to come sometimes, but you like.
I only
really-
hold back because I've been no man likes to be called a minute man. So
Right.
we've trained ourselves to not.
the older men have, yes.
Right. So
Younger guys
I,
have not.
I spend my first few minutes controlling myself and not
Mhm.
getting too excited, and then it seems to be easy after that.
Okay.
And that way I can last during sex. Because
There you
sex especially is where you got to last the most. A blowjob, you're probably happy if it went quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't
Sometimes,
mind
right?
just satisfying him and going to bed.
I at
Right.
least want 5 or 10 minutes.
I
of
don't
that
always
action.
have
Well,
to
yeah,
be pleased.
You don't
duh.
want- yeah. There's
5 or
been
10
few
minutes,
occasions
yeah,
where
we're
I've-
good. I'm doing everything I can. 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, and you're still not coming. I
Yeah,
start to
that's
get a
what-
complex.
That's
Right.
what we were. Kinda,
I'm starting to get a complex, like I'm not doing something right.
And that's how I would feel too.
And what I've
Yeah.
come to find out is no,
You're
they're
just
enjoying
holding
it so
back.
fucking much, they don't want to come. And I'm like, nah, fuck you, fuck that, I'm done.
It's just the guy trying to show that he can do that.
Oh,
So he's not called a 5 or a minute man. That really is a thing.
But
like
the
with
minute
us.
man though,
I purposely do that because for that
Okay.
reason.
all right, point taken.
for me, the minute
Okay.
man is what he like you're referring to. For what we think the minute man is when they get on top of you and come quick.
Yeah,
the
that's
minute
the minute man.
That's not the blow. That has
If
nothing
I'm
to do-
giving you a fucking blowjob, it better be a fucking minute man.
So it's okay for us to go ahead and start chasing that feeling to get off.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm giving you a blowjob and that's all we're doing, I'm here, I'm telling you, I'm good tonight. I just want to please you. I'm giving you a blowjob. It better not take you no longer than 10 minutes in my book, because that's just a lot
I
of
say
work.
10 or 15.
Sucking pussy and eating pussy is not easy either, but
Yeah,
sucking
that
dick,
is a lot of work too.
and-
Believe it or not.
It is a lot of work.
it is, but I've ate pussy. I find it enjoyable. But sucking dick is just so much work because I got to play with the ass, I got to play with the balls, I got to suck the dick.
That's
I gotta
fair,
make sure
though.
I'm doing it. I've gotta make sure I'm not gagging. I'm breathing. I'm not scraping my teeth. Do you see what I'm
That's
saying?
a lot of things.
Do you see where I'm going?
Maybe not think too hard or don't think so
Don't
much
think
about
so
it.
much into
I'm
it.
just telling you from my side. If I'm just relaxing, we're role playing here a little bit, which is a turn on alone. But let's say we're role playing. I'm laying back here and you're slowly stroking it and you're not sucking it the whole time. You're stroking it in between your sucking, taking your time and feeling around where you know it feels good and where he's moaned the most. Then you can pick the speed up.
Yeah.
Then you'll get your fast 10, 15-minute nut.
Shit.
That's what does it on me. I like to be teased a little bit. A
Okay.
girl to approach me, not just pulling my cock right out and sucking it. I would get more excitement if I was to chill and get rubbed on first, kissed on first, and just work it
Like
up.
rubbing your legs.
Yeah, get me hard before it actually comes out.
Yeah.
Dude,
And then
I
I'm
miss
fucking
kissing so much. Like,
Oh, me too.
I
yeah,
have
making
so
out
bad.
is a huge turn on for me personally too.
Yeah.
Nothing gets me harder than being touched and kissed.
yes, being kissed. I haven't had that. Even my ex didn't even like to be kissed, and because he couldn't breathe or whatever. Dude, I like to be kissed. That's the turn on. That's making out. That's what gets
It's
you.
another form of foreplay.
Well,
It's
yeah.
face foreplay.
And then the
Mhm.
kissing on the neck.
It sends the
and,
triggers
and then the
everywhere.
touching, and then the
yes.
yeah.
And then the nipples.
Shut up.
What?
Y'all are making me horny.
Everybody's getting horny
Talking
here.
about this shit.
Okay.
It's
I'm just
not
going
a bad
in order.
thing. I'm just fucking with y'all.
I'm sorry. I'm just going in the order that I like to go.
No,
I'll leave it at that then, since it's at the nipples. And then you can imagine going there from there.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of work sucking dick, I'm not gonna lie.
Me and Kelly are now hosting the show, and Tara will be right back. Yeah, I've learned a lot tonight. I think I've learned some things, like, because guess what? I also got women's perspective, more than one. I'm surrounded by them, which is a man's fantasy, obviously. I feel like I was a Greek god at one time. Did service and fed grapes. My 3 females fought over my cock. Man, it's crazy,
That's-
man. Sometimes I feel like it's a curse to like want it so much and have to come every day. I just fucking have to,
I've been told that I'm like a guy. Why do you always want to have sex? I'm like, what?
because it's like the greatest ever.
I know.
It's a natural.
It's a
Free.
release. Makes you feel better. You're happier. You can even lose weight.
It's
Work
like-
that shit off, man.
I've been told that I'm too wild and too much.
Really? Are you
Mhm.
like hardcore action, like getting into it, pulling hair type shit, or
Oh, I'm not.
Is it because you want it a lot?
I really enjoy it. Vocal. That's something we see that's a little aggressive. I understand how that's being aggressive. That's just how it moves you in any different than you pulling me.
Absolutely. There's never a time where you just want a little seduction, passion, R&B, music's on type shit. I like a little
No.
slow action for a while. I don't know if it's me getting older, but sometimes I like going slow and just using whatever. Sometimes you're all the way in, sometimes you're just. I've learned that over time. This shit works.
It does.
It fucking
It
works.
really does.
Yeah.
And
It
I can
slows it
last longer
down.
too. that
But
way.
when
Yeah.
you're-
I was gonna say that's what slows it
Yeah,
down
yeah.
a little bit.
I think the younger me fucked fast and hard, thinking that's what they always wanted. I'm a fucking animal. I'm gonna go in there and just tear that shit. Make
But
a pretzel out of her.
I do like it when somebody does grab me and throw me up against the wall and we start playing and
So
talk
that
about
mixed
it.
in with a little roughness, and then it's sensual, but
But
it's a little.
still, when you're going down on my clit, you're not going to be that hard. You're not going to be
No.
like
So there might be a
No.
firm squeeze on the ass and then a rub on the back real low.
smack on the ass, pull some hair, choke me. We're
Pretty cool,
glad
too.
that
You're
you
like, "Man, I
came.
we got to figure a way to go live too. Get more
Yeah.
people that wants to talk or type in the chat, because there's more to interact with. Somebody might say something that will trigger somebody to respond to it. That's what gets me on a podcast. I see the chat, people saying, "Yeah, say this again or say that again, say earlier," and then you go back and it just you see where I'm going. We'll get it together. We'll get it together.
I am very happy that I have grown as a person. It's took me 2 years to figure out what the fuck was going on. I do not want to ever change my name from Sexy Horn Dogs. That is the name of my company. But Talking Taboo is the name of my podcast.
I like that.
Sounds awesome. I love it.
Write it down. Just make a note.
Yeah. Sexy
Yeah.
Horn Dogs will never leave. That
And
is
we're always going to keep it.
fucking love it.
So what time do you get off work?
Do follow me on all the platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram. You can find me under Unapologetic Miss J. That is my username for all my platforms. On Facebook, you can find me under Johnson Tara. Follow me, subscribe. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and eventually you will find me on YouTube. It is under Sexy Horn Dogs as of right now, but we will change it. Thanks for joining us tonight. I greatly appreciate everybody listening to my podcast, and I'm loving how it's turning out. I really am. It's a growing process. It takes time, but please bear with me. And those that have been with me from the beginning, thank you. I have been sending out my fan badges on all of my platforms. So if you do follow me and you do comment on everything, you will become one of my big fans. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, remember, stay sexy, stay confident, and take care of your motherfucking shit.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Follow all of social media, but going to talkingtaboowithtara.com. Also subscribe to this podcast and our YouTube channel.